We call ourselves the Tagalog people, and that means Taga-Ilog. We have this very strong connection originally with the river, with our waters. And I think it's important to bring that back. For people to be aware about the importance and value of the river, they need to see it. They need to experience what it means to be by the river, to see that it's such a valuable resource and such a valuable space. Hi, I'm William T. I'm the principal architect of WTA. I'm a consultant currently working on the Pasig River Development Project. Our studio largely focuses on kind of like an agenda-driven design. And so we push for this idea called social architecture. And so we try to bring all these like social and civic spaces to where people are. So instead of you having to, let's say, travel somewhere and go to a museum or a library, what if we bring the library to you? And this is a good example. What if we bring the park to you wherever you are along the river in the city, right? So instead of you having to go to Rizal Park, take a few rides, it's closer to many more people, right? Simply because of its length. So this project's under the Department of Human Settlements. So it's under Secretary Jerry Acuzar. And so the idea really is that me and Paulo Alcazaren, we were brought in to design this whole master plan, to be consultants for the development. And so this first stage or showcase area was really put up pretty quickly.
I'm Paulo Alcazaren, principal of PGAA Creative Design. We're planners, urban designers, and landscape architects. And we're one of two main consultants for the Pasig River Esplanade and Pasig Urban Redevelopment Project. One of the reasons we were asked to be part of the team was because we had just completed 9 kilometers of the Iloilo River Esplanade. And previous to that, we had experience in the projects on both sides of the Singapore River. So this Esplanade is the first showcase section of a 26-kilometer Pasig River Esplanade. Actually, it's 52 kilometers on both sides. Secretary Acuzar wanted to make a point that the Esplanade could be built and could be built quickly.
So the Pasig River cuts through bisects Metro Manila basically. And so it's a free nautical highway, it's unimpeded. And so the idea is that we're creating a cycling and pedestrian pathway that connects all the different cities along the Pasig River. So if you can imagine, in half an hour, you can basically bike from Manila to Makati, Mandaluyong, Pasig. So in terms of interconnectivity, of course it lowers the cost of living because the daily transportation costs for many people. It also encourages walking. So pedestrian accessibility from one place to another in the city. We're building 12 pedestrian bridges to cross the river. We're inserting at least 25 ferry stations. It's a high-impact, low-carbon solution. So imagine it as almost like having another EDSA, that goes around the city for free, right? And it's in a very strategic location since it's the center, and a lot of our, different communities and neighborhoods are built around the river itself.
The Pasig River had always been a central spine in the history of Manila, economically, socially, politically even. Before the expressways and vehicles, all of the goods and passengers were brought by ferry or boat, except for, of course, for the trains. So it's important to reconnect because the Pasig offers an opportunity for a more efficient transportation, much like in any other city that has a river like Bangkok, Singapore, Melbourne. All of these cities use it either for transport or for tourism, which is a very big driver of economic growth, as well as culturally, a lot of the activities are on both sides of the rivers, as in Paris.
We immediately improve the quality of life, of all these people who live along the river. If you can imagine, Manila is one of the smallest open space areas per capita of any cosmopolitan or metropolitan city in the world.
One of the reasons we had to build this showcase, this is the test bed. The various government agencies, a lot of them, for them, it's the first time to build something for people, for pedestrians, and for public open space. The DPWH is well versed in building roads and bridges for vehicles and cars. But designing for people is a whole different ballgame. We had to refocus everyone's mindset towards creating public space, space for people, space for greenery, and space for connection to the water. That was one of the biggest challenges.
You see really the need for public space and open space in our city, like how much, especially people who don't have access to a big garden or backyard need some place for them to relax, to unwind. And it's just simply a place of delight. And I think that's very important, that we create spaces, especially inside the city, that are free and accessible to everyone, that improves their daily lifestyles. And so it's a massive urban amenity, and I think it shows how much we need it by simply opening this 500-meter stretch and how much impact we're creating currently.
We didn't expect that it would be so popular, because this is only 500 meters, effectively only 1% of the total length that we aim to build in the next 3 years. So hopefully we can get support from both the public and private corporations to carry on with the project.
Of course, we don't forget the environmental impact of this river. Okay, we clean the river. That's the first step. But what goes beyond that? How do we bring back the biological ecosystem? How do we improve the natural environment? And this will come in stages. Life will come back slowly. So it's about creating these different stages of ecological and biological development. That's how we slowly improve this river system and bring it back to life.
For more insightful videos on design, subscribe to Design Will Save the World.